Now, all ready to go stomping. But before that, we have this little floating rogue as it is. I'm not sure what to do with you, Mobius. Mobius, stand still!
I'm having the most peculiar feeling of déjà vu right now. That's French for, déjà vu, I believe. Have we met before?
Of course, you moron. My brain informs me that the think tanks are kind of assholes. Can you help with that?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition.
Yeah, it was a sucky plan.
I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast! I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
What was that plan you had beyond the stupid one?
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect.
Oh, yes.
I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly.
Wow, this thing is really burned out, it's breaking up. Anything I can do without violence, so I like violence.
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
I don't know about that. Some seemed okay. Any suggestion on changing their mind? Killing them
Well,
will be
there's
simple.
many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual.
Yes, masturbation. Losing
Much
that
like
is a big
your
one.
brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones.
Oh,
A
yes.
wise man once said,
know too.
the eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear. It certainly worked for me. For a time.
Yes, and that all came
Then
rumbling
you
down.
came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea.
Or
Back to the
determination.
drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
Well, I would really like to kill them if that's
Well,
new
if
thing.
you're determined to go down that road, so be it. They will undoubtedly switch off the pacification field when you return.
Why exactly? I think I'm gonna kill you, Mobius. You're a troublemaker.
Really? Oh, you're not thinking about doing it. You are going to do it.
Well, yes.
Oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been. Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter.
I'm very
How should we
expertise.
begin? Engineering viruses? Cancer-atic beams? Atomics? Electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions? Yes, my minions.
Oh, now comes the evil thing. I'll trash them like I did a giant piece of junk downstairs, you know.
Oh, now you've done it. I feel a twinge of regret over that little mistake I left on. Minions, destroy this intruder! Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me!
Well, at least we got the epic confrontation.
Oh, yes, that's quite a bit better. You've made... They said I was mad.
Yeah, you're pretty mad.
Preposterous! Not an angry bone in my body! Have them all removed!
Oh. Well, Mobius, let's end this properly. Where should I shoot you? Eye monitors? What's in the back, I wonder? Oh well, that seems dead center. Come on, doggy, do it! Come on, doggy! Bite, yes! Free dog! Ow! Ha ha ha! Alright, now these things. They sting a bit. I think we need to robot smasher. Here's my robot smasher. There it is. Yeah, sorry doggy, but robot smasher works better here, I think. Ow, these hurt, these Mark 5s. Yeah, die, you bastard, and you too. Ah, quickly some nice little drinks. Ooh, or some bloatfly sliders, that's decent. I can probably take one of these. Healing powder. And maybe a little bit of this. Yes! Alright, we'll wait behind these consoles. These stupid machines don't understand consoles. Right, time to take them! Where are they? Oh, there they are! Now just you. I'll end this dramatically, I think. Inversal Scarifier, the 3.0 2000! Hoo-yah! Sada! Damn, that was badass! There, vengeance on Mobius for stealing my stuff has been complete. What does he have? All of Mantats, energy stuff, too much psycho. And the other is junk. Right! One down! Now let's see how those other 5 idiots are doing. Hopefully there's no slaves here. No, it seems fine. Whoa. Ow! Ugh. Sorry, brain! I doubt you'll feel that much of it. It's mostly my legs. Oh. Well, I'll have something for that, I think. Healing pulsers. Yes, there we go. Ugh, this does make me a bit sluggish. Whatever. Now, with one of our prime enemies dealt with, we just need to subjugate these other fools if they think they get ideas. Alrighty then, back to the think tank. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all! Ah, there they are. Hello. Are you going to stand in my way?
Returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Yes, he is. And I have my brain, and he says... I
recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
No, no, you're not taking my brain. See, he was right that this was going to happen. I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender.
No, all you must do is surrender.
Leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
No. Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense!
Klein.
Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
That's because you're stupid.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead.
That's pretty harmful.
Why the sudden intersection, Dollar?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive for study. Slow study.
Dollar, these vocalized pauses are unlike you.
Not really.
What do you care?
Klein, you know, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Yes.
Silence, Doctor.
I'm a better leader than
This
you,
is a
Klein.
think tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
What a dick that Klein
You know
is.
what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself.
Yes!
Long
Aha!
and deep.
Good one,
And
Zero.
my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero with a slash through it.
Probably isn't
A
the well.
slash as a designator. Why, that is brilliant.
Yes.
But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in
Yes.
things.
And then you should kick Klein in the non-existent balls.
You know what? Forget it, Klein.
And the little brain
I
lobe
hate
he's
you.
in.
And your theory of brachial beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
Yes! Aha!
Dare you? Brainial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary.
Woohoo! That sounds like an objection.
It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before.
Because you suck!
And this lobotomite needs its surgery.
You could suck yourself with a straw! The fact that you only need such a small implement proves your inferiority. I need a much bigger thing to suck myself. Not even a garden hose will be big enough. I need like a
noble
fire
speech, but
fire hydrant or
There's
something.
no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept. Revolting.
You're revolting.
Perhaps you are
I am
irradiated with
revolting.
camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction.
If I may, I feel as if I must be the voice of reason here.
Ah,
This
Boris.
lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even animals and pets as nothing more than avenues to promote science.
Yes.
There is good here.
Kind of.
Instead of ending its life on the table, we should prolong its suffering in the name of science.
Ah,
Like
nice,
good old
nice
game,
little
the finest of
throw
lab
up.
specimens.
Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny.
Well, Boris
And the
hated
word
coincidence.
schism,
See how
which never made any
coincidentally
sense
he
to me.
ended.
It's ridiculous putting j and z together like that. Nonsense. I count as 5. Like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
Sounds to me like your math wrong. The odds aren't very good, you know.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then...
Yes, it's one.
If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that.
Yeah,
So
just like the
surrender.
Chinese. It's not a democracy, it's a research facility, and over half your colleagues dispute your findings. Or are you a bit, you know, commie.
You dare use logic against me?
Yes, logic and ideology. I do. Here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender. You are!
That's no deal at all.
No, that's
There's
an
a whole
ultimatum.
world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
Well, you can still do that. Yeah, quietly. For me.
For you? And for science?
Yes, science.
I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Oh, very well. I'll not destroy you then. Klein is an asshole, but well, the other 5 are nice enough. Well then, time to get my brain back in its little dome. I think the Autodoc could do that. Let's handle it. Oh, I'm glad we solved it like that. And I think... Hey Brain, do you agree? Yes, I probably do. Good! Through this, well, I have
As it had been
my
in
scientific
the years
minions
before
for
the
me.
Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century.
Yes, mine.
The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others.
Yes, those in my kingdom. Aha!
Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets
Yes.
still remained in the crater's depths.
Yeah.
Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
No, it
The
don't.
Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons.
Oh, that's good. I hate those
Big
things.
Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome.
Oh, I pissed on those, so
Cobweb
those probably
tracery
won't
of
work.
Symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
Good.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other.
Oh,
Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner.
good.
The Sync Central Intelligence
Work
Unit
for me,
discovered,
minions!
despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight,
Oh, yes.
requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden,
Oh,
so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours.
what a sexy, sexy machine.
The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The
Aw.
book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip.
Ah,
It
communist
adamantly
ploy.
maintained it was a Chinese paperclip.
I imagine
and the
so.
whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt.
Curse those
Whatever the reason,
evil
it
Chinese.
slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
Yes.
One of them
That
eventually
flashlight is
transferred to
quite
the
a light
Lightwave
wall.
Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The thing continued to ruthlessly scrub any
enlightening.
particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant
Oh, yes,
and
I've
nearly
been there.
flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however,
Oh, yes.
it gained new
I've been there
purpose.
as well.
It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
Oh, that's kind
The
of noble.
toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics.
The terror
and
of
spare
the
parts.
toaster.
After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough, and dumped the toaster in a bathtub.
No!
Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Yes, the bread will all be moist now.
Best to collect coffee cups. Although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village.
Yes, it
It
was a
might
little
have been
town
the
there.
end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone.
Well, hopefully we can make him flesh and bone again.
Except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately
There's no Dr. O. There's only
punishing
Zero.
the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson.
Ooh,
With
yeah.
sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910.
Oh, yes, Sonic! I will chase down that hatchhawk one day.
Good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches.
Oh, yes. That must have been a toilet
He
affair.
forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city.
Oh, yes,
In
terrible
time,
place.
the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements.
Yes, that was exciting.
Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was.
I know what
Or
communism
even what
is.
high school was.
High school, though, I'm
This
not quite
confused
sure.
them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
Hey,
The
doggies!
infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It
I
felt worn,
upgrade things as
fulfilled,
much as I can
and
as
a bit
well.
sluggish. It realized not long after the
Until I
stealth
reach
suit
the
had left
climax of
without so
upgrading.
much as a note on the
Oh,
nightstand.
yes.
So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ.
Repcon HQ?
Set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Oh, I approve. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Puppy, woof. So that's how 3 dogs became 5 dogs, or whatever litter.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places.
Yes,
as they
especially
should
the big ones.
After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
With the prototype's brain repaired by the Big MT's autodocs, its independent thought processes became a dangerous factor. The brain alone was predictable, but combined with the hormonal drives, the experiment might slip beyond acceptable parameters.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside.
Well, only a little aware.
They lived through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier.
Yes, it's mine indeed.
Well, the courier had already called dibs.
Yep.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
Oh.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Yes, it's going to be
Where
an
once
epic
it was
battle.
viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
Yes, science
With
is
the courier
beautiful.
at the helm, science became a beacon for the future.
Yes!
There was
Ah!
old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves.
Oh, yes, there were quite a lot of stories
Now
that we heard
armed
so
with the
far.
transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one.
Oh, I will.
The sink sat vigilant,
One day.
waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Yes, the road to victory, probably. Ah! Oh, I'm no longer brainless. How sad. Big-brained. Your brain is back in your body, and you still have some of the advanced technology remain. Your heart cannot be crippled, but you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10%. And a teleporter device. Thank you, my friends. Victory awaits. Victory. You can stop now, jukebox. Shut up!